Welcome to Railsware Academy. This is an educational project by Railsware, a product studio helping startups build software solutions from scratch. Today we're presenting the final episode of our video series dedicated to unicorn startups and their link canvases. While watching the video, consider subscribing. Why Link Canvas? This tool was developed by Ash Maria to help startups validate their business ideas before bootstrapping. Watch our Link Canvas tutorial to learn how it works. In 2007, a website called Airbnb came out. It was a minimum viable product of a lodging startup initiated by two fellows, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia. A year later, the startup name turned into simple Airbnb. And in 2018, the market value of this company reached $38 billion. The story began with a problem. Airbnb founders noticed that visitors of some local conference failed to find accommodation options due to hotel overbooking. Also, staying in hotels provided no authentic experiences of a location to travelers. On the other hand, homeowners that could and would rent out vacant areas on a day-by-day basis experienced difficulties in monetizing their efforts. Besides, home-sharing culture was rather uncultivated. And the existing alternatives like Booking.com or Hotels.com did not focus on these problems. Brian and Joe, Nathan joined them later, came up with a solution: to build an online service where travelers could rent an affordable local apartment and homeowners could earn extra money by renting out vacant areas. The aim was made at two customer segments: travelers that look for an adequate accommodation experience for a low price, and people having some accommodation options and willing to become a host. Meanwhile, early adopters of the service were homeowners ready to share their residence and earn money as hosts. Such a win-win deal was Airbnb's unique value proposition. Homeowners got extra monetization and travelers could enjoy the authentic experience of the local area. Sharing economy and possibility for everyone to become a host were the high-level concepts of the startup. Win for travelers, win for homeowners, and what's the win for Airbnb? The company relied on fees for travelers as the main revenue stream, and it worked out. All the while, the startup was dealing with the costs regular for new-buy businesses. In addition to development, hosting, marketing costs, and payroll, Airbnb had to spend money on making attractive photos of the areas for renting. Also, they got the homeowners insured. The growth strategy counted on several metrics. Airbnb monitored the number of views to bookings per host, the number of hosts applied, and regular digital product metrics like Net Promoter Score and active users. Watch our tutorial to learn more about performance metrics. And what about the unfair advantage Airbnb provided back in its bootstrapping times? The startup allowed any homeowner to rent out space and make on it. Hosts were insured by default. That was another attractive factor for them to get in. And the trust building, of course. Either visitors or hosts could leave their feedback and rate each other. This tailored a bidirectional rating system and provided a better experience for all users. The last thing to cover is the channels to reach customers. Back then, the startup could rely on recommendations and referrals, as well as online and offline advertising. And that's it. The Airbnb link canvas is ready. Don't forget to like it. Also, feel free to share your comments if you think that something was unclear or could be improved. This episode completes our series about link canvases of unicorn startups, but more cool and insightful videos are ahead. One of them will be about the business model canvas that is a foundation stone of the link canvas. So subscribe to our channel and stay with us. As a product studio, Railsware supports startups in validating their business ideas and launching new products at the market. We act as your tech partner by providing full-scale product management, development, and design services. Contact us to learn how your product can succeed with Railsware.